If you're somebody who thinks that you're just the best that there is, that no one's better than you just think you're the shit, then this video is kind of for you, because I'm just making this to let you know that that is only going to get you so far in whatever you do. And even if this isn't you, we all know somebody that's like this. We all know someone that's, pretty arrogant, prideful, cocky, thinks they're the shit. And that's just the way it is. There's always going to be people out there like that. You can't really help it. You can't really change them. That's up to them, right? But I want to stress just how important it is to never think that you're the best person out there. Number one, you won't be able to learn. This prevents you from learning in life. And in order to live the life you want to live, in order to grow, you need to learn from experiences. You need to learn from other people. And whenever you think that you're better than everyone else, and you have this ego that is just, thinks that you're just unstoppable and that no one can really touch you. Because there really are people out there like that. And it's kind of sad to see, because, they're going to get stuck later on in life because they're going to be lost. The way they like to think of things and the way they like to see things that happen in life is they like to think that everything has to go their way. Everything is perfect. But newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, life ain't perfect. Life is not perfect. And unfortunately, whatever you do in life, whatever dream you decide to chase, whatever path you go down, there's going to be obstacles that are trying to prevent you from getting to where you want to be. And you're going to fail. You're going to try really hard at something and you're going to fail. That's just a reality. And failure hurts the ego. Failure really does hurt the ego. But guess what? It humbles you. But for the people that aren't able to acknowledge that aren't able to be humbled by these things and acknowledge that, you know what, I failed, but I can learn from that, I can move on. There's people out here that won't let their egos accept that. And it prevents them from learning. It prevents them from growing. And this is why I say that it's only going to get you so far, thinking that you're him, that you're better than everybody else. You should never think that you're the smartest person in the room. You should never think that you're the best person around. Because reality is, there's always going to be someone that is smarter than you. That's just reality. There's always going to be times when you're going to mess up, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to fail. But it's up to you to whether you choose whether or not you move on past that and you accept that failure and learn from it. Because there's so many people that would just fail and think that it's over, A, or B, that it was irrelevant and they can just keep doing what they're doing, keep pursuing this mindset that they're better than everybody else. But that's only going to get you so far, and I can't just stress that enough. You all probably already know that, but for the people that need to hear it, this video is for you. This video is for your friends that might be like that. And we all know someone that's like that, their ego's just like way up here when they need to tone it down a little bit, because it kind of just puts them off track of where they need to be going. And I hate to see it, I hate to see people do that, because you see what ego does to the soul. It's a killer, right? And the day you stop learning is the day you die, right? If you're not willing to keep learning, if you're not willing to continue learning throughout the rest of your life, then how do you expect to really be somewhere? How do you expect to be someone? It's only going to get you so far. The cap of what you can learn, the cap of your possibility is endless. So why set it right here? Why stop right here and think that you don't have to learn anything else? Why set it right here and think that there's not more for you to experience? There's not more for you to learn from. There's not other people out there that can help you along your journey. Reality is, it's hard to do a lot of things by yourself. It's hard to do everything by yourself. I don't really know that anyone can do everything that they want on their own. I think that you need guidance. You need guidance in order to get to where you want to go in certain areas. And it's important to just seek it and not neglect it. Because without guidance, then you don't really have much direction. You're kind of just going off your own judgment, when really you need to be going off of God's judgment, right? So say a prayer, talk to God, find that relationship with you and God, so that He can give you the guidance. Because whenever you give away your ego to a higher power, when you give away your ego, when you throw it away and give it to God, submit it to God, He guides you along your path, and you don't worry about oh, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that, I need to do all this by myself. Because you can't do everything by yourself. And you'll realize how far you can get by doing that. Not that far, if we're being honest. But I just wanted to stress that I just think it's super important. And that's what life is about, in my opinion, is continue to learn every single day about you, about life, about yourself, and keep pursuing that every single day. Because when you aren't able to do that, you're gonna slow down a bit. You're gonna get lost. And you need that direction to keep you going. So that's really the main topic we're talking about today, is just putting the pride aside, putting the ego aside. I mean, ego is the killer of all dreams, in my opinion. And we all know someone that's like that. We all know someone that just thinks that they're the shit. And honestly, who really likes a person that thinks that they're the shit? Who likes a person that thinks they're better than everybody else? Nobody. So, obviously, you need to have... I'm not saying an ego is 100% a bad thing. I do think that at times it's good to have some sort of an ego, because it's a good confidence booster. You know, it's a good motivator. If you're pursuing the right ego, you know, there's a certain ego that everyone has about themselves, I believe. And whenever you can stick with that ego and, you know, be confident in it, then it helps you really get out of your comfort zone. It helps you try new things, right? But I'm talking about an ego where you just think that no one can really touch you, or that you think that there's no point in you learning other things. That's the ego you don't want to have, right? You have to be humble. And, you know, being humble means that you're open to new opinions. You're open to learning from other people. And you don't think that you're better than everybody else. And I've learned that it can be hard sometimes, especially whenever the people that you're around just aren't really matching your vibe, or when the people that you're around just aren't really on your level. And I don't mean that in like a cocky way, but whenever you really start to develop your personal self and develop that personal education, and you start going along that journey, you really do start to separate yourself from most people. And you can see it pretty fast. Like, you see changes fast. And then you slowly just kind of start drifting away from the majority, drifting away from society, because you're just so invested in yourself now. So it can really be hard sometimes, I will say. But it's important to just stay humble, because no matter what happens, no matter who you're around, there's always something you can learn from. And this is what I mean by there's always something you can learn from. Any interaction you have with someone, any experience you do, any opportunity that comes your way is a lesson to learn from. And once I've realized that, I just think it's insane not to think that way. It's crazy not to think that way, in my opinion, because how else are you supposed to continue life learning? You're not able to learn whenever you don't accept things that come your way, and you're not able to realize that, okay, whatever happened right here, that was for a reason, right? I don't want to neglect that, because that's something I can genuinely learn from. And it's these little things that people don't even think about, like in just day-to-day life. Like, let's say you're in college, you go to the dining hall, and you're ordering some food. The lunch lady, she doesn't really look that happy. She got a frown on her face. She's getting greeted by all these degenerate kids that just kind of treat her like crap. But yo, let me get a cheeseburger. Not even a thank you sometimes. Just think about how easy it could be to make her day better, along with your own, because you know that you're helping someone else's day. Just by being nice, asking her how her day is going, just telling her she has a lovely smile, or something like that, And it's just these little things that you can implement throughout your life to just be happier, to live a better life, to grow. But you have to see it that way. If you don't see it that way, then it's hard to, because you're kind of just floating with the wind. You're kind of just existing, right? But reality is, the power is up to you. You just got to put the ego aside. Put the ego aside. Put the society aside. Just focus on you in your head, because reality is everything that you do, every thought you have, it's all in your mindset. It's all in your mindset. Everything that you perceive in reality, it's in your head. So you can literally, if you can learn to just snap out of it like that, and just get in your zone, and just see life the way it's supposed to be seen, and just realize that, wow, I actually do have the power to do whatever I want. I can make the most out of this day if I really wanted to. Or you could just sit inside, scrolling mindlessly, wasting your day away. You're wasting your day away. You have to humble yourself. You have to humble yourself, because reality is there's so much to learn. There's always something to learn. There's always someone to learn from. There's always experiences to learn from. you just got to watch out for them. You can't neglect them out of your life, right? Because if you do, then you're missing out. You're missing out on a lot of opportunity. You're missing out on growth. And that's the whole reason y'all are watching these videos I'm putting out. It's because you want to grow. You want to develop yourself. You want to separate yourself from other people, because you know that once you go down that journey, it's really all that matters, because that's the purpose of life, my friends. That's life. That's just life. In my opinion, at least. And, you know, I think y'all agree with me. That's why you're watching these videos. And again, I'm not trying to sound harsh or diss on people, but I just know how important it is, and how it was a big impact in my life when I finally decided to switch that mindset of thinking that I'm better than everybody else, because the reality is I'm not. I know I'm not. So why should I even think that? You know, there's so many people out there that I can learn from, and you just got to be humble. You got to stay humble. A lot of people, it comes natural. Some people, it doesn't. But, you know, like all things, you can train your mind to become that person. You know, it's like that. It's like that in any situation. You've trained yourself to become that way in the first place. So you kind of got to untrain yourself. And yeah, it'll probably take time, but that's a part of it. You know, nothing comes easy. And that's the beauty about life, is that that's what you can dedicate your life towards doing, is getting better every day. You just got to look out for it. You got to see these opportunities and think, okay, what can I do to make the most out of this opportunity? Right? And honestly, when you think of it that way, everything is just makes you more happy. Everything is just happier. Everything's better. Life is more beautiful because you see it not as just somewhere where you're existing, but something as, wow, like I'm existing with everything around me right now. I'm here. Like, I have the power to really create my own reality. But you got to wake up to that. You got to acknowledge it. And so I'm hoping that these videos are helping y'all wake up to that, because it really is that simple. It's just about the mindset. And again, it takes a while to train it. It takes a while to train yourself to realize these things. But reality is, no one's gonna do it for you. You have your own mind. That's a beauty of life. You get the greatest gift you could have from God Himself, is a thinking mind, a functional body. You know, that's all you need right there. So again, it's just up to you. The power is literally in your hands. Quite simple. It's in your hands. You have the force. So may the force be with you, ladies and gentlemen. What is bro talking about right now? I don't know. But hey, we're back at school. I'm gonna continue to make these videos. I've been kind of dry this week. I know it's been a busy week. Got fraternity recruitment stuff coming up, and I got a big role to play throughout all of this. So I'm trying my best to kind of stay disciplined, stay focused. But I will continue to assert that discipline throughout my life here at college, and provide you all with the best content I can. And I hope you all are learning from these videos as much as I am, because I learned as well from making these videos. And I thank you all for acknowledging them and helping me realize that. So thank you all for watching this video. Hey, like J. Cole said, you know, pride is the devil. Pride is the devil. So I'll leave y'all with that. Just remember that. Pride is the devil. And the day you stop learning is the day you die. I'm not sure where those quotes come from. Y'all can look that up and figure it out. It's I think it's some famous philosopher. The day you stop learning is the day you die. Probably Marcus Aurelius. But y'all might double check me on that. But just keep that in mind, and keep wanting to do better. Keep seeking life the way it's supposed to be seen. Keep seeking life as a new opportunity every single day. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and grow from it. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.